The 2026 NSAA state basketball coverage on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. And by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Semifinal Friday rolls on with one final contest here in Class B. It's the 2 versus 3 seed matchup. Scottsbluff taking on Norris. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you, as well as Eric McKay. One final game, Andy, to wrap up semifinal Friday. We have a capital city area team in Norris taking on the team representing and waving the flag for Greater Nebraska in the Scottsbluff Bearcats. An interesting other storyline, Andy. Scottsbluff was runner-up in Class B last year. Norris the year prior. One of them is going to have a chance to get the title here this year.
You know, and last year both teams had a lot of juniors on their starting lineup, so high expectations, both teams living up to those expectations. One game away from making that final. This is going to be a good one.
Let's talk key players. First off, for the Titans, it starts with Chris Garner Jr., who is a senior and has a whole lot of Norris career records. Does it all, averaging 16 points a game. A 6'4" senior does it all.
Really is a nightmare matchup. Does so good rebounding the basketball, altering shots, defending the rim, and he's such a force on the offensive end. He's a great passer too, Brandon. Gets his other teammates involved.
On the flip side for Scottsbluff, you have a pair of 4-year starters. We're going to highlight Nate Kelly. He's averaging 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. This has been a name that has been synonymous with Scottsbluff the past 4 years.
Yeah, he eclipsed 1,000 points scored on his career. He also has a record for steals and assists, but he said that last year. That's old news. When you think Bearcat basketball, it starts with Nate Kelly.
Less than 5 minutes to tip off between Scottsbluff and Norris. Stay with us for our pregame show. We'll hear from Eric McKay. We'll have starting lineup, school spotlights, and most importantly, Class B semifinal basketball in just a few minutes.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
From students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCode.com.
Welcome back to the Class B semifinals on News Channel Nebraska. You know, over the last 6 years, there have been 3 Class B boys basketball teams that have stood out among the rest. Obviously, Omaha Scott Catholic has been king of the mountain. 4 state titles and winners of 85% of the games they've played over the last 6 seasons. But second and third in terms of winning percentage over that time, the 2 you're about to see on this court, Norris and Scottsbluff. But what they don't have is a title. A lot of that is because of Omaha Scott Catholic. Remember last year, Scott beat Norris in the semifinals, then took down Scottsbluff in the title game. The year prior, Norris eliminated Scottsbluff in the semifinals before coming up short against Scott in 2024. Now, Scott has been taken care of. They've been knocked off the mountain for now. But for one of these 2 programs who have won so many games over the last 6 years, their season ends in heartbreak tonight. The only difference this time, can't blame Scott. Starting lineups, all the action coming your way. Stay with us. You're watching the Class B state semifinals on News Channel Nebraska.
Field, I get to see farmers. When they have someone that actually experienced it, they're more willing to open up and talk to you a lot more. They just kind of become a part of you.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCode.com.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. And we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The HEI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Bryce, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Welcome back. Let's jump right into our school spotlights as we prepare for our final semifinal here of the night. Class B, Norris and Scottsbluff. Eric with that great history lesson as we talk about these two programs. Norris, 4 state titles, most recently in 2003. As mentioned, the last time they were in the state championship game 2 seasons ago, where they came up short against Scott. They are one of the perennial powers in Class B, and they have the best group skilled-wise that Jimmy Motza said he's ever had with this Titan program. A great chance for him to get that title.
That's really saying something, isn't it? You think about all those fantastic teams over the years at Norris and Jimmy Motes and his run with the current crew. He's got a talented bunch over there.
Flip side for Scottsbluff. 46 overall playoff appearances, most recently last year where they made it to the state final, fell to Scott by 15. As Eric said, Scott cannot be the excuse anymore for either of these two teams, whoever makes it. 4 state titles to their name as well. 2 Class A, 1 AA, and 1 B, most recently in 2012.
Yeah, they're on quite a run as well at our Scottsbluff. They've been here the last couple of seasons, senior heavy this year. This has kind of been the season that they've circled. Now all these guys that have logged on multiple years as being starters, now they are the seniors. They're just 1 game away.
Let's take a look at the road to state. How did these two teams get here? One, well, they had to drive a lot further than the other. But it's nothing new for Scottsbluff. They always seem to find themselves in this point, so they're used to that roughly 400-mile trip to Pinnacle Bank Arena. By contrast from Norris, roughly 24 miles just outside of Lincoln to get to Pinnacle Bank.
Yeah, and credit Scottsbluff for finding teams to challenge them throughout the last couple of seasons, whether it's, making the trip over to Colorado and playing some of those type of teams, or doing overnight stays, hitting the road and, finding some teams to kind of beef up their power points, if you will, and challenge themselves throughout the regular season to set themselves up to go on a postseason run like they are right now.
Colorado, North Dakota, Wyoming, even Missouri, all teams on Scottsbluff's schedule this year. Getting a look at our officiating crew for this final game as well. Timothy Delvin, Moreno, Anderson, and Abel, the refs here today.
Some of the cheerleaders seeing themselves on the big screen in the backdrop. Shout out to those cheerleaders. One of them hopped up in the drum line, part of that really high energetic pep band for Norris. She's kind of pulling double duty tonight, both with the jazz band or pep band and the cheerleaders.
We're about ready for tip. We'll take a break, come back with starting lineups as we prepare for Norris Scottsbluff here on NCA.
It's the Declaration of Deal sales event. Head to William Crowder Company in O'Neill, your trusted Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership with the selection you want and the service you deserve. From powerful new Ram trucks to adventurous Jeeps and family-ready SUVs, William Crowder Company is also your local marine center featuring Lund boats built for fishing, fun, and making memories on the water, with several options for the serious fisherman or woman. William Crowder Company in O'Neill. Drive it, tow it, boat it, and love it.
All right, we're about ready for starting lineups here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Scottsbluff coming into this game at 22-4. But we mentioned 4 of those losses, 1 coming to North Dakota, 1 coming to Scott, who's no longer in it, Ogallala the other, and most recently, Andy, Norris. 48-59 back on February 14th, not long ago, these two teams met. As we look at the 5 starters, Berta, Meininger, Sabala, Kelly, and Delgado again. Meininger and Kelly, the cornerstone of this group the past 4 years, each of them averaging 17 a game, 4-year starters.
Might be the strongest backcourt in Class A. Meininger filling up the cup. He's actually the leading scorer of this current Bearcat squad.
Starting lineups brought to you by Medica. With the Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Scottsbluff taking on the Norris Titans, who have 2 losses. The first one we saw to start the season against Bellevue West, the Class A semifinal team they lost to on a final last-second shot. The only other loss back on February 10th, a 3-point defeat to Scott. As you look at the 5 starters, Shane Holden, McCoy Folkerts, Alex Small, Chris Garner Jr., and Evan Greenfield. Garner Jr. averages 16. Holden, who they got back after the start of the season, who's been a huge boost for him, he averages 13. Greenfield puts up 12 a game.
Shane Holden really has been a spark for them, and kind of like you could say the missing link. They just hit a whole nother level when he got back into the starting lineup coming off an injury from football. And these Titans, they don't stop. They just come at you 24/7, high on-ball pressure the entire go. Boy, and you talk about Scottsbluff challenging themselves. How about Norris? Some of these teams that they played throughout the season. Bennington, Scott, Elkhorn North, knocked off Elkhorn North a couple weeks ago, who's already punched their ticket to the championship game. And you talk to some people from Scott, coaching staff, assistants, they really feel like the best win of the season was when they went on the road and got Norris in Firth, Nebraska at home.
Well, glad that you're with us. We're glad to be here. Game 36 of 36 of NCAA State basketball coverage. It all wraps up here tonight in the final game at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Class B semifinal number 2 to see who gets Elkhorn North tomorrow.
Going to be a lot of action here. Both teams really like to push the pace. Norris, they like to take their shots early, each and every possession, kind of force the issue, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to get back and get set. Here we go.
So Folkerts gets it to Garner Jr. Left hand lay-in right off the jump.
Yeah, like what can you do there? You even had the help defense come off. Garner makes the adjustment, lays it in. Garner almost with the steal on the other end, extending his defense out.
You talked about Norris liking to shoot the threes. That is exactly what Scottsbluff likes to do. Talking to head coach Scott Gullion, he said, we are a transition run-and-gun team that will shoot a bunch of threes.
Yeah, a lot of teams like to run, and then the gun part, you're kind of left with a question mark. Not the Bearcats. Record-breaking three-point shooting.
Great defense there by the Titans. Greenfield forcing the bad shot. And Holland inside for 2.
There he is, Shane Holland. That we kind of highlighted a moment ago. A really nice switch there. Good communication defensively for the Titans.
Couple of good looks there from Meininger. Neither falls. Garner Jr. Spotting up for 3. Greenfield Jr. just short, rebounded by Kelly. Here's the running and gunning. Kelly all the way to the glass.
Yeah.
2 points.
Just so strong with the ball in his hands. And I mean, he had to sky for that rebound too, but look at this.
Norris says right back at you. Holland with a quick 4 points.
Kelly Meininger passing the ball back and forth.
Both of these teams won fairly comfortably in their opening round game, as there's a take to the glass by Meininger.
You know, he just has that sneaky length
When he elevates, he gets up on the rim, get over top of outstretched defenders' hands.
Norris to get here, 63-55 over Bennington. As we have a block by Berta. Scottsbluff defeating Brittany 76-53. Kelly laying it off. 2 more points for Meininger.
My goodness, Berta with a huge block on the other end. Then you blink and it's like, how did the Bearcats get numbers on the other side? 3-2 fast break executed to perfection.
Look at that baseline take. McCoy Folkerts blowing by the defender.
You like that for a quick first step. These two powerhouse programs trading blows early on here.
Kelly, the kick. Corner 3. Does it go? Good hustle effort by Sabala. But he's called for the charge.
Is that Alex Small getting set?
There is Jimmy Moats, 6th year at Norris. He knows a little bit about basketball.
He's got a title under his belt, doesn't he?
He does. Back at Sterling. Also, great three-point shooter at Creighton. Done stints at Central City, Columbus High, now at Norris.
Those were some fun teams he played on for the Creighton Blue Jays there in Omaha. Felt like that was kind of the start of that run that the Creighton Blue Jays had.
Kelly off the steal, 2 points.
Speaking of running, Nate Kelly, coast to coast.
(8-8) halfway through the opening quarter. Garner Jr. fading away.
Fantastic job boxing out, getting multiple guys on Rubnowski, not allowing the big man for Norris to go for that offensive rebound.
There goes Kelly again. There's a tie-up on the rebound. I think this is going to go against Norris, Jackson, Urbanovsky.
Yeah, and you really got to look to Delgado getting position underneath the big fella. Does a lot of the heavy lifting for this Scottsbluff squad.
Also a player that averages double-digit points with 10.6 rebounds a contest. Kelly a little long there. Garner Jr. picked up his dribble. Baseline take again. Folkerts has it stripped. Up to Meininger. 2 points. He has 6 here in the opening quarter.
Bearcats getting behind the Titan defense a little too often for Titan fans liking here early.
Folkerts. And a push. And what's the shooting?
Yeah, I believe so. Folkerts with a nice cut to the rim, but if you're going to foul, you might as well make it count. That ball had no chance getting up around the rim. Sinks the front end.
He hits them both. We're under 3 to go in the first quarter. It's brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic in Norfolk, where they're building a legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day.
Made free throw allows Shane Holland to enter back into the game.
Tough defense by Greenfield. Ball to be inbounded by Trey Clemens, a freshman who's recently checked in for Scottsbluff.
Norris more than comfortable extending their man-to-man defense out to that half-court line. Just so good with that lateral movement across the board. And they cause a turnover.
Norris ball. Another look on the Lincoln Airport instant replay. Norris working around the perimeter. Chris Gardner Jr. in the corner. Now Greenfield.
Good on Kelly, not biting on any of those ball fakes.
Scramble on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow, Bearcats.
Oh, right in front of the Bearcat bench, and this coaching staff, the players are loving it. Just that little help defense there. Carpenter, the 5'10 senior guard, making an impact with the minutes he's given. He's shaking up right now. He's heading towards the bench of the top right hand of your screen. You get some medical assistance. He might have a bloody nose or a bloody lip.
We'll keep our eye on that as we're under 2 to play here in the first. Kelly, the step back on Greenfield.
Did you see how quick that was? I mean, there's a number of players that have a step back here, in Class B in Nebraska, but oh my goodness, the precision, the quickness.
Someone who's been doing it for a long time for the Bearcats, as there is an answer. Cooper Rice, the triple.
Norris just never gets outside of themselves. They never feel too rushed. Quick with the answer, and they actually take the lead on that corner three.
Meininger answers right back. He's got 9 here in the opening quarter. Stolen by Meininger on the other end.
And what an adjustment from Meininger, taking away that corner three, not even allowing the pass, the kick out to get through.
Tough defense by the Titans, now in the hands of Sabala. Back to Kelly. Kelly gets around the defender again, making it look easy.
Just so strong with the ball in his hands. That is not easy.
9 points for Meininger, 8 points for Kelly as we have a whistle.
Don't think the Bearcats are too wild about that call. Head coach Scott Gillian's going to get an explanation here from the officials.
George Schmall checks in for the Bearcats. You also have Kyson Gaina in for Norris. .8 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. And heads up there by Holland, no over and back. Holland loses it. Sabala. Here comes Scottsbluff. Left-handed take doesn't go.
Oh, and
that is Clemens who is down.
Oh, the freshman's in pain. I think he really hurt his wrist here. Oh, the way he fell, he tried to brace himself with that right hand.
So we'll take a break. 4 points separating the two after the opening 8 minutes. Scottsbluff 17, Norris 13 here on NCN.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries. online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
My family's been farming.
Welcome back. So here's how we ended the first quarter.
Ooh.
That was Trey Clemens, who, after a little bit of time on the floor and being tended to by the training staff, is able to get up, which is good to see. We hope he's all right. And
Hope it's just kind of a hyperextension type of a deal, but man, he is really nursing that right wrist. And it's just a natural reaction. You try and put your hands out, your arms out to catch yourself, and you're told not to do that because you could break your arm, extend your elbow. On that occasion, really putting a lot of pressure on your wrist. It's not football. You can't rub any dirt on it, right? So.
Yeah, you just got to find the tape. I think it's tape, water. Not as much at your disposal here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, but the 6'4" freshman, he averages 6 points a game, 3 rebounds. Meaningful minutes off the bench. Hoping for his sake he'll be all right and able to get back in.
Okay, so not surprisingly, Scottsbluff has a slight edge in rebounds, a slight edge in steals, slight edge on the scoreboard.
On the hand of Folkerts. The
Good
small
pass.
Couple of 2 great passes. Ends up finding Garner Jr. for the lay-in.
You're exactly right. That ball did not hit the court. Pass, beautiful cut, backdoor Gardner.
Kelly has it taken away. Good defense.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, just a little too much. Oh, right idea. When we had Norris earlier this season, and it was actually Evan Greenfield that got player of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Fun young man to be around. That was a fantastic interview I got to do after the game. A lot of energy. He's one of those guys you kind of root for.
Coach Moats looked at him. He said, hey, love the effort, love the defense, but tone it down a notch.
We got to take care of that ball. A few too many turnovers in that opening period.
Head fake Meiniger. This time Kelly passing it off. Huge block there by Holen. Greenfield the other way. There's the kick out. Folkerts. Foul on the rebound.
Are you going to get Delgado here? Yes, they are.
Well, this second quarter, it's brought to you by John Henry's Our Family, serving yours. John Henry's our second quarter sponsor here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class B semifinals.
Twice now. It's twice now where Meiniger's been waiting for that pass to find the corner. Oh, no.
And he mishandles it. Turns it back over.
I think he was expecting his guy in the front court to keep going towards the rim. Fantastic steal. I think he was trying to lead Delgado. Delgado was flaring out. Couple squandered opportunities here. Back and forth we go.
Greenfield finds Small. Good take.
Alex Small is always pretty good for that little drive in. Ball fake, ball fake, ball fake. Okay, I'll just go up.
Delgado trying to battle. He's fouled. So shot upcoming. We have the latest from Eric McKay on the injury situation with Trey Clemens in just a few moments, as we have Keon Delgado at the line.
And that was a really nice feed that time from Sabala. Looked like he was going to take the shot, thought better of it. Sends a little floater type of a pass in traffic to Delgado, who got it.
And the second one misses as well. Let's go to Eric for the latest. By George Schmall, his first bucket.
Nice drive. Kelly demanding a lot of attention there on the offensive end. Schmall taking advantage. We have 3 guys now wearing masks out there for Scottsbluff.
Now the other, Oliver Carpenter, Schmall, and Meiniger. Indication that maybe they play pretty hard?
I would say so. Say they run to the fight, bring the fight. I think Meiniger went ahead and gave Oliver Carpenter his mask on the way out.
Holland goes 1 for 2. Backdoor cut, Kelly denied by Holland.
Yeah, good call.
Goaltending.
Kelly did a heck of a job there faking out Evan Greenfield. Evan Greenfield was really trying to stick with him, deny any type of a pass back to Kelly. Kelly got the better of him.
Folkerts kicks it out to Holland. And Greenfield saves it, finds Garner Jr. What a play.
Really was. Getting baseline, losing the handle, no problem.
And Greenfield will be called for the reach.
You know, we thought this might be a seesaw type of a game, you know, trading buckets, trading blows. That's exactly what we got.
All right, 4:36 to go. Let's check in with Eric McKay for the latest.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you an update on Clemens. Took a hard fall on his right hand at the end of that first quarter. The training staff working on his right wrist, went back into the tunnel, did not go into the locker room, but was in considerable pain. They were trying to find pressure points, figure out exactly where the pain was. It is heavily taped and wrapped. They've got it iced right now, but I think his return to this game is highly questionable. Guys?
Thank you, Eric. There's a putback for Garner Jr. And again, we talked about Clemens. He offers height. He offers 6 points a game and 3 rebounds. So that is something the Bearcats will have to deal with.
You know, and the way the Bearcats like to play at this frantic pace, hoist up a lot of shots like that one right there. Berta, right on time. But that might be impactful, losing one of those guys that you kind of lean on to score in spots.
2-point lead for the Bearcats. 3:52 to go before half. Class B semifinals on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
My family's been farming since the early 1900s, and it's still where we like to call home. I get to go out to the field. I get to see farmers. When they have someone that actually experienced it, they're more willing to open up and talk to you a lot more. They just kind of become a part of you.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. We have wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Norris and Scottsbluff vying for that final spot in Championship Saturday. Winner gets Elkhorn North. It's been a back and forth affair, Andy, here in the opening half.
Yeah. There's that man talked about during the pregame, Mr. Garner. He's just coming off one of those patented plays that we've seen over the years. You know, he's finally a senior. It feels like he's like a seventh-year senior or something. He's been at it for so long for the Norris Titans. But misses the first shot, sticks with it, able to corral an offensive rebound and get the putback. And look at this camouflage theme here for the Norris Titans. Would you say they're hunting Bearcats tonight? Is it Bearcat season?
I think that's fair to assume that's what they're going for.
I think the folks from Scottsbluff would have something to say about that.
Scottsbluff, they kept it simple, which is fine. All black.
Yep, blackout.
Matching the jerseys of the team.
You know, they are that imposing, that intimidating force from out west. So I like the black jerseys, the all black unis, and the total blackout throughout the student section. I think we have a shot clock.
Timeout, something going on with the clock.
Oh, no, the official thought he might have saw blood on Nate Kelly. No, that's just a red bandage. Good to take the precaution, but Nate Kelly's like, no, I'm good. There's no blood.
Well, a great time to remind you, we have our halftime highlights coming up at the halftime show, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, where they have stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones at both of their Lincoln locations or in Grand Island. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Open three from the corner. It's buried by Rice. That is his second three-pointer of this half. Norris now on top by one.
In the exact same spot, right?
Same spot, same result. Turnover by the Bearcats. Here comes Garner.
Good reset. Defense got back.
Foul called against Berta.
And Berta's kind of saying, like, what am I supposed to do there? The contact was brought into me. The shoulder was dropped into me. I was giving up space. I was giving ground as a defender. Norris looking to build on their 7-point lead.
Pulling back in for the Titans.
Travel.
So 28-21 is what's being shown here in venue, but that is not the correct score.
Oh.
As there's a easy basket for Delgado.
The big fella getting loose. Coming off with some off-ball screens.
Nearing the 2-minute mark to play. Here before halftime, Greenfield loses it out of play.
Oh, official's going to talk this over. This might get flipped back around.
So now the scoreboard in venue is being adjusted. There's several fans who are letting everyone know that something's not quite right.
We have some additional bench officials, you could say.
I know the refs appreciate it. So stand by. We're going to get the score updated. The officials now meeting at mid-court to get that all sorted out.
And both officials checking in with both coaching staff, talk things over. Most importantly, get this right. Get the score back where it needs to be. Get the shot clock back where that needs to be. And there it is. Scottsbluff back out in front after the adjustment.
So 26-25, the correct score. Again, that was an in-venue malfunction. Bearcats up 1, 2:01 to go. And Greenfield loses it.
And right there's the maturity shown by Nate Kelly, knowing that if he was to get up, that would have been a travel. He stays down and gets rid of the ball.
That one deflected, ends up still in the hands of Berta, who buries the three. That's his second.
Kayla Berta is fired up. Makes the adjustment. You mentioned it. Pass deflected. That's all right.
Olin now in the corner.
Gardner almost got that screen set to open up. Olin.
And that's a foul.
And about mid-court, you saw Nate Kelly do a couple things here. Strong with the ball once again, but able to accelerate, dribbling himself out of trouble through contact and still muscle his way to the rim.
So Kelly hits the first 11 points. For him, 5-point lead for the Bearcats as we near the minute mark here in the second quarter.
Bearcats able to push it to a two-possession game. Titans looking to answer, working the ball around the perimeter.
Volkerts splits the D and is fouled. I'd like to remind you to stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by RMV Construction, trusted, local, and proven. RMV Construction and also Nebraska Farm Bureau. Stay tuned.
Look at Kelly come over for the help here. Yeah, just a little too physical. It does end up taking the ball away. You know, I guess going to get called for the reach and might as well get the ball. Oh, what a move from Greenfield.
Rims out, offensive board. Shot clock is now off. Garner Jr., no foul on the rebound. That'll go against Strom.
You know, we said it before, you know, we'll say it again. Alex Small does such great work underneath the rim. Rebounds, setting screens, doing the dirty work, you could say, the little things, but they come up huge in games like this. Just getting position, drawing a whistle. You know, you just, time and time again, Brandon, number 5 there at the foul line, just puts himself in position to make big plays. And a lot of it's through hustle.
Oh, a great athlete in his own right, obviously playing for Norris basketball, but his best sport, baseball, where he'll be playing for UNO next year.
A number of D1 athletes out on the court right now. Multiple sports. Good to see.
Kelly was called for the offensive foul.
And look who drew it. Alex Small coming up big.
Excellent work by the senior to take the charge.
Double fist pump. Let's go.
That's at least a candy bar. Steak dinner. I think Coach Moats probably does the steak dinner. He does more than a candy bar for something like that.
Yeah. Moats has he likes the theatrics. He wants to see like an alley-oop dunk maybe to get the steak dinner type of reward.
Chance for Norris to cut this to a one-possession game heading into halftime. There's a take right to the rack for Holland. And Norris cuts it to 3 after 2 quarters of play. Your score at the break, Scottsbluff 31, Norris 28. Back and forth we go between the Bearcats and the Titans here on News Channel Nebraska.
When quality matters, it starts at Scotty's Ranchland Foods in Valentine. They're known for the highest quality beef, carefully aged to perfection, alongside fresh, vibrant produce, and a deli famous for fresh, never frozen fried chicken. It's quality you can see. Home of Scotty's Meat RX. Scotty's Ranchland Foods in Valentine, Nebraska. A better cut every time.
My family's been farming since the early 1900s, and it's still where we like to call home. I get to go out to the field. I get to see farmers. When they have someone that actually experienced it, they're more willing to open up and talk to you a lot more. They just kind of become a part of you.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game. Ignite the fire and find peace. And by the Seed House in O'Neill, Nebraska, a seed for every need.
When your plumbing needs attention, trust the experts at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. No matter the size of the job, John Henry's brings extensive expertise to handle everything your home's plumbing system requires. So whether your drain is clogged, your water heater needs an upgrade, or you want to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, we're here for you. Reach out to us today and discover why, since 1996, we've proudly served families as the most reliable plumbing company in the Lincoln area. John Henry's, our family serving yours since 1996.
It's not just about the shoe. It's about your fit.
What sets Fleet Feet aside from everything else that we've experienced is my girls being runners. They have very different needs. And so that technology with the scanning and the personal touches is just unmatched. I met Lori almost 16 years ago, and when I saw Lori open this, I knew there was no other place that I wanted to go to have someone help me with my footwear and everything else involved with running. Fleet Feet doesn't just fit your shoes, it fit your life.
Fleet Feet Lincoln. Find your fit today.
Welcome back, Brandon Axelman, Andy Klassen. 31-28 your score at halftime. A 2 versus 3 battle of Titans. Literally for one team taking on the Bearcats as well. Andy, what did you see in that first half?
You know, in that first quarter, I thought the Titans had maybe a couple too many turnovers. They cleaned that up in the second quarter, closed the gap. Bearcats, they're allowing a little too much penetration defensively. When the ball gets inside and they have so many good guards, do the Titans, that's when that defense breaks down. You're seeing the kick out pass and a couple of threes knocked down. Early on, they're taking away that kick out. Things open back up when that penetration started to happen more regularly for the Titans.
Something I think you're happy about if you're Coach Moats. We saw Meiniger and Kelly really take control in that first quarter. Second quarter, though, limited. Meiniger held to no points in the second and just 4 points for Kelly. Again, not to say that you'll hold them scoreless in the second half, but they at least slowed them down a little bit.
Well, you know, really for both of these teams, strong backcourts. You know, what Norris has and brings to the table, nothing to sneeze at with Greenfield and company. You know, we talk about Gana and some of those guys, Alex Small coming up big. So there's just so many role players that fill their roles so well for the Titans. Scottsbluff actually doing a pretty good job countering with their strong backcourt, maybe the best backcourt in the state.
Let's take a look at those halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. Again, this from the jump was a back-and-forth track meet. Nate Kelly wasted no time getting things going. He had 8 points, Andy, in the first quarter alone. Meiniger also doing a lot of damage. Strong take to the rack by Folkerts. Here, when you look at the scoring totals for the individuals, for Norris, first off, you have Holen with 7, Folkerts with 4, Small with 3, Garner leading the way with 8, and also Cooper Rice with 6. So very evenly distributed for the Titans. On the flip side for Scottsbluff, Kelly leading the way with 12, Meiniger not far behind with 9, Berta adding 6 with a couple of threes, and then you have 2 points apiece for Delgado and Schmal.
And there's a nifty little baseline jumper for Schmal, as you mentioned him there. But there's Nate Kelly, so strong with the ball in his hand, great facilitator and passes. Berta with a couple of those corner threes really helped the Bearcats out throughout that first half.
It was 17-14 after the first. 4-point lead for the Bearcats. Norris, though, fought back into it. Bucket heading into the break. Shane Holen with the lay-in to cut it to a one-possession game. So those are our halftime highlights here at halftime. We'll come back with more halftime show. We'll hear from Eric McKay and continue to get ready for more Class B basketball with the third quarter just around the corner.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. And by Crotter Auto, William Crotter Company and Crotter Home Center in O'Neill, Nebraska.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. 31-28, Scottsbluff with the lead at the half here on News Channel Nebraska. It's been an electric atmosphere here at Pinnacle Bank Arena all day. It's always electric here, though, right? Especially during Husker men's basketball home games. And one of the reasons for that electricity is actually on the sidelines for Norris right now. Assistant coach Greg Hobsa, or as he's known in some circles of the internet, Boo 216. That's the alter ego of his Husker superfan persona. So what's Boo 216? Well, Greg sits in section 216, just above my right shoulder here, and he boos. Specifically, he boos people that leave Husker games early. Sometimes the officials too, but mostly people that leave early. He believes people should be getting here early, staying the whole game, and cheering their heads off the entire time. He has taken to this persona over the last 8 years. Custom jerseys have been made in white, red, and even alternate Husker black with Boo 216 on them. He even got Boo 216 custom license plates made for his car. A Husker superfan through and through, but his tie to the Huskers goes deeper than that. His son Mitch, who played for Norris, was a student manager for the Husker men's basketball team until he graduated in 2024. No word yet on if Mitch is going to be Boo 217 or not. We got more halftime show coming up. Stay with us. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Behind every switch you flip, innovation is at work. NPPD is using advanced technology to generate and deliver the reliable energy you've come to expect, like AI-driven platforms to optimize energy generation, drones for infrastructure inspection, advanced metering for faster outage detection, and helping advance carbon capture and sequestration technologies. It's not just electricity we are delivering, it's innovation, powering the state, empowering your life. Nebraska Public Power District.
Our halftime show is brought to you by RMV Construction and by Nebraska Farm Bureau. From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
Welcome back. Norris trailing by just 3 at the break, 31-28 your score. As we are at the RMV Construction halftime show, if you have a construction project that needs built, RMV Construction is the company you need to call. They proudly have constructed more than 50 WIC buildings across the state, including this one north of Amherst. WIC buildings are post-framed, pre-engineered metal building systems made with better materials for a better building. RMV Construction will help you expand your ag operation, Andy. You can create a new barn dominium or develop commercial space by constructing a WIC building with unmatched durability, energy efficiency, and design flexibility. RMV Construction with offices in Kearney and Lincoln. Trusted, local, and proven.
I don't know about building WIC buildings, but I do know about building a lead, but not as much as maybe Scottsbluff does. They're going to look to get their three-point shooting going. They're the most efficient three-point shooting team in the state, have been for a couple of years now. Made over 220 threes on the season last year and this year. Their dribble drive has just been working for them so well. And the way they're able to finish at the rim, I think that's why it's taken away from some of that three-point shooting. We saw it in spurts. Look for them to really lean on that early on because they've established themselves at getting to the rim. Now look to them to hit that second level of their offense. That's utilize their three-point shooting.
All right, you see the social media handles below. We're going to challenge our followers. We're at 13,386, specifically on Twitter. X. So if we get 14 more, that'll put us in the 13,400 stratosphere, Andy.
Okay.
Give us a follow at NCN Sports. Help us get to 13,400. More importantly, we'll give you a shout-out if you do it before the end of halftime. At NCN Sports is the handle on Twitter. Follow us. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. We promise you won't regret following us on that handle. We also are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hey, and on YouTube, that NCN Sports Now channel is just shy of 1,000 subscribers. We got each and every full game replay posted to that channel, and we're getting all the games played today, hopefully up on that channel here in about an hour. But we still got some live game action to go.
Let's get us to 1,000 on YouTube, and yes, 13,400 on X. Just give us a follow at NCN Sports, and if you do it on X, you will get a shout-out. We have about 90 seconds before this third quarter begins. We'll take another quick break, come back, and get ready for second half action here on NCN.
The Seed House, located in O'Neill, is your Nebraska-owned full-service seed supplier. From corn and soybeans to cover crops, grass seed, and CRP grasses, they have the full lineup to fit your operation. The Seed House also offers agronomy services, seed treatment, soil fertility guidance, and expert crop recommendations tailored to your acres. When it comes to growing success from the ground up, trust local experience. Contact Don and the crew at the Seed House, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, and plant with confidence this season.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, 31-28. Scottsbluff with the lead at the half. Had a chance to talk to both coaches. Both of them described the first half in the exact same way. A battle. Both coaches say they're fighting hard. On Norris's side, Coach Moats said too many turnovers. Credited Scottsbluff for that. He was happy they got that shot right at the end of the half. Hopes that builds some momentum for them in the second half. For Coach Scott Gullion, said the same thing. They need to keep battling, need to find some adjustments. But officially, bad news. Trayton Clemens is out for the rest of this game. Coach Gullion said they're going to need everybody to step up as much as possible. Guys?
Thank you, Eric. He was on top of it, felt it was questionable at best, officially confirmed that he will not be back. We promised we'd give shout-outs, and Andy, our Twitter audience, has answered. We have eclipsed 13,400. Quickly giving shout-outs before this third quarter. Lizzie DeWispelair, Bradley Werman, Stephen Shackelford giving us follows. The City Raiders cross-country team, Steve Staub following us. Michael Anderson, Rochelle Shakura, Phil Askley, Tim Mason. We got 4 more to go.
Okay.
And where's the others? Mondo, Mick, Lisa Lechtenberg, and High Farm News. We're back to action, but thank you for the follows. 13,400 now eclipsed on X.
Well, the Bearcats were able to get it inside. Delgado got it on the rim, just bounced out on him. Not a bad take, not a bad opening look there for the Bearcat offense.
Greenfield Jr. shot is short, offensive board by the Titans. That is the hustle by Alex Small. He finds Holland for 3. It's short. Kelly with the rebound.
Kelly looking to push. Wow.
Hits it with the left hand.
Just immaculate footwork at the rim. Keeps that pivot foot live as he works around that final defender.
And we have a foul against Meininger, I believe.
Scottsbluff foul number 1.
Is that going to be his 4th?
First team foul.
Like 3rd personal.
Okay.
Still not ideal. Early on here in the second, there's a block, but also a foul called on Delgado.
Delgado trying to match the athleticism of Gardner, trying to go up. Must have got him a little bit with the body.
Garner with 8 points thus far, and it puts him in double figures.
You know, he's just a fantastic rebounder as well, and entered the state tournament with 99 boards. Well, he's eclipsed the century mark. He's well over 100 now.
And over 1,400 points for his career. A special talent. As it's back to a 3-point game. Kelly going against Greenfield. Greenfield called for the foul.
I mean, that's just so tough to keep up with. You know, usually when guys hesitate and they kind of clutch back, they're going to reverse. They're going to do the crossover dribble and then work back right. Kelly anticipated that from the defense, and he continued back left. Oh, man.
$15 points and counting for Nate Kelly. Another look on the Lincoln Airport instant replay.
Yeah, obvious foul.
Lead back to 5. Small kicks it out. Folkerts. Greenfield against Meininger. Strong board by Sabala.
Greenfield got downhill, right side of the lane.
Off the mark, Meininger. Delgado with the putback.
Oh, real nice touch. Real nice touch on that one. Those big fellas, they just battle like that, and they got those soft hands.
Garner pulls it back out. Lead now to 7 for Scottsbluff. Small, nice bounce past Greenfield, the kick out, Holland from the corner. Doesn't go, rebound Berta.
Not a bad look, not a bad look at all for the Titans. Inside out. They find their corner shooter in Holland.
Head fake from Kelly. Lethal from the corner. 10-point lead for Scottsbluff.
And he gives a look back to his student section. They are fired up. Timeout taken by the Titans.
40-30. Bearcats on top here in the third. Nate Kelly, his first triple. He's been knocking them down all night. We'll be back. You're watching State Tournament Basketball on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. And by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
Ann has been a long-time UBT customer. One day, she was being scammed. We secured her funds and got her set up with new accounts. I just think, if my grandma was in that situation, what would I want someone to do for her?
I hope he doesn't mind that I give him a hug too.
Brandon Axamit, Andy Class, and Eric McKay. Final game of the night here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Biggest lead of the night up to this point. Scottsbluff leading 40-30.
You know, and sometimes when you have a special talent like Kelly, they kind of force things, right? Nate Kelly, you know, they'll get into it. They'll take some shots, some ill-advised shots. That's not the case with Nate Kelly here. He just lets the game come to him. He doesn't force anything. He's making moves. If the defense falls off, he takes the shot, or he dumps it off. That's why he's also the all-time leading assists man for the Bearcat program.
Kelly with 19 thus far. Garner going against Delgado. Now Small lowers the shoulder back to Garner. Little hook shot. It's short off the iron. Kelly, it's 3-on-2. Up to Meininger. Count the basket.
Oh, how about the hang time there for Meininger? And that was a heck of a switch on the other end. The defensive switch that looked like it was going to serve the Titans well. The defense holds. Kelly gets out in transition, finds his buddy Meininger. And you just kind of saw a time capsule there, like a snapshot of why the Bearcats are so good. That's their story. Tough defense. They get out in transition. There's a good look at probably the strongest backcourt in the state. Meininger, Nate Kelly. They extend their lead now to 13.
Meininger's first field goal since that first quarter. 12 points for the senior. As mentioned, putting the Bearcats up by 13 now, extending their biggest lead. Folkerts is fouled, 3 shots coming up.
Yep, Sabala was just a little late getting there. He knew it too. You have to allow for the shooter a clear space to land. Yeah, see, that's a dangerous scenario there where your feet can come down on somebody else's feet, turn your ankle.
The first one rims out for Folkerts. You may remember, Andy, you might have seen this. Norris's comeback against Pius in the first round last year. Folkerts was the one who hit the 3 from the logo to then give the Titans that chance for that Pius turnover 3-quarter court heave that allowed them to advance to the semis. It's called Mr. March, been dubbed by Coach Moats.
Well, yeah, so at this point in the game, this isn't where the Titans need to press at all. They got plenty of offense to go around. It's here on this defensive end where they got to string together a couple stops. That's where it has to start for this Titan comeback to develop.
Kelly gets around Greenfield. And it'll stay here.
How did he get to the rim? I mean,
that's for you to explain to all of our viewers, because I don't know.
Somehow got baseline and is able to do a little.
Let's see if we can decipher it.
Here we go.
Stayed in, took on the triple team, and we have a foul under the hoop on Kelly.
It happens in a hurry before we even get back in from the replay. Kelly's back at the foul line.
Kelly at the line, Bearcats shooting 2.
A rare miss for the senior. 43-31 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Go green with E15. And fill up at your nearest A stop today as Delgado is given a breather.
Okay, so that's going to put a lot of pressure on the junior, Caleb Berta.
And strong take, Greenfield, his first bucket of the night.
And so right away, when you don't have Delgado protecting that rim, what do the Titans do? They get to the rim, convert.
Greenfield out on Kelly. Just past the halfway point in the third. 11-point advantage for the Bearcats. Quick trigger, 3 on the way. Yep. Knocked down by Berta. That is his third from deep.
Those two shot a little look to each other right before that play developed. Nate Kelly's like, I got you. Back the defense in, opened up a shot there for Berta, but quick with the answer.
Greenfield getting going. 2 back-to-back buckets. Now full court pressure by the Titans. You have Berta camping down there, and he gets the lay-in.
You're going to try and get that trap and come up empty. Look out. Bearcats know what to do when they have numbers.
$14-point advantage, Scottsbluff. That's 3 consecutive buckets for Greenfield.
They have found something here as Norris and Greenfield, 22, taking full advantage of his dribble drive.
And it's stolen, but Garner Jr. stepped on the baseline.
Almost got that takeaway they were looking for.
And Coach Gullion says, Delgado, get back in there. We need some more protection at the rim.
I mean, as soon as he subbed out, the Titans got right to the rack. And I think head coach Scott Gullion looked at Jim Oates like, really? You couldn't even give me one possession?
Titans back up off the press. Still some full court man. Greenfield on Kelly. Delgado trying to set the high screen. Kelly from the elbow. Delgado the board. Ooh. Unable to get the putback. Ripped down by the Titans. Greenfield.
Oh.
Small with the offensive board. Greenfield lets it fly again. It's short.
I think that was a good decision there from Berta. Slow things down. Get into your half court. I mean, you still have a 10-point lead here. Under 2 minutes to go in the third.
Ten on the shot clock. Bearcats reset. Kelly taking on Greenfield. And another defender. It's heavy off the glass. Greenfield pushing tempo. Up to Garner. Taking on Berta. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, it happens in a hurry. Gardner wasting no time. Greenfield advancing the ball up. A lot of contact there.
Instant replay brought to you by the Lincoln Airport. Fly easy, fly local, fly LNK. Book at LincolnAirport.com. Shots upcoming here for Garner.
Shane Holm looking to check back in for the Titans.
Titans 7 for 13 from the free throw line. Scottsbluff 6 for 9.
Yeah, as you look up and down the stat sheet, Scottsbluff kind of edges out Norris in just about all the categories, and when you know they got the slight edge on the scoreboard too.
Pressure here by the Titans. It yields a turnover. Nearing 1 minute to go in the third.
Good drive.
Olin, baseline, got Kelly in the air.
Yep. Fantastic bounce pass there of Noski, finding Holland on the other side.
Now Holland is out on Kelly.
Number 5 in black looks pretty comfortable there with the ball in his hands.
It's almost like he's been starting for 4 years.
Right.
Takes it baseline, finds Sabala. Meininger top of the key. Turnaround jumper, doesn't count, shot clock violation.
He was just a second off there. Delgado was trying to pave a way and set a pick for him. Credit Norris Titans. I mean, when they put their mind to it, I don't know if there's a more ferocious defense in Class B.
Another opportunity here for the Titans. It was a 3-point lead for Scottsbluff to start the third. It's gotten up to double digits. Currently at 9, it would be a big boost for Norris to convert here on this last possession.
Well, Norris has a knack for closing out the quarters and the halves.
Olin to the rack. 2 shots coming up.
You know, as soon as he was kind of ball faking, looking to pass, I'm like, oh, don't move your feet. Don't move your feet, defender. He's going to get, oh, there he goes. So quick with that first step. Gets to the right side of the lane. Oh, leaves the front end short.
How costly these free throws could turn out to be. Olin does hit the second.
All right, made free throws going to allow for the substitution. It's also going to allow for Norris to get in their full court pressure.
Kelly hurls it up. And we head to the final 8 minutes. Scottsbluff with an 8-point advantage over the Norris Titans. 49-41 your score. Bearcats and Titans battling. Scottsbluff with the advantage. You're watching Class B semifinal basketball on News Channel Nebraska. At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Lincoln Airport Authority. Fly easy, fly local, fly LNK. Bernard Real Estate and Auction Company in Auburn and Nebraska City. And by Larson Motors in Nebraska City. Find your new Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram today at larsonmotorgroup.com.
We prepare for the fourth. One more loyal shout out to our ex-followers. Keith Wick is watching from Columbus, tweeting at NCN Sports. The Scottsbluff math team saying,
let's go.
Go Bearcats. DeAndre Amundsen also cheering for the Bearcats, letting us know on Twitter. El Marie is a Norris fan and alum watching from Kearney. And A. Joe Locke says, nice work announcing. Thank you, A. Joe Locke. We appreciate that. All interacting with us at NCN Sports. Final 8 minutes, Scottsbluff 49, Norris 41. As Holen is fouled by Kelly.
A little too handsy on the drive. Holen has gone baseline a number of times from that spot in the corner. That time going left hand, getting back into the center of the court, drawing that foul out of Kelly.
And Greenfield, he is starting to come alive here in the second half. 7 points in the third quarter. There's 2 more.
Just a really good, solid inbounds play there. A lot of movement away from the basketball.
And then Kelly is fouled, I believe, by Greenfield. Yes.
Okay, so 2 quick fouls, right, on each team, disrupting the drive. It's almost like a message, like, guys, let's keep it clean for this fourth and final quarter.
It's the third foul on Greenfield. Sabala off the front of the iron. Folkerts, Holen, Kelly, charge drawn. That would have been Kelly's 4th.
Feet right on the line. It appeared he was set.
Coach Moats being civil, but having a comment with the officials.
But to Kelly's credit, he didn't come down with the bar arm. He didn't initiate any of that contact. I get it. He wasn't set for long.
Delgado going to work against Garner.
Oh, he's got it. Does Delgado.
That's 6 points for Delgado. Greenfield.
Boy,
he has taken over this half.
He really has. His offense has come to life.
11 points. Tied with Garner Jr. to lead the Titans. Sabala. Meiniger. Fouled on the rebound against Folkerts.
McCoy Folkerts is saying, you know, he used me to hoist himself up there. That should be a foul on him.
It's another look.
Oh, I like the call a lot. Folkerts was trying to back underneath of him. That's a dangerous play, you know.
You know who doesn't like it? Those people in the camouflage. 6:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's brought to you by National Land Realty. Find land for sale at nationalland.com, our fourth quarter sponsor.
I couldn't see him. I didn't know who you were talking about. Now I get it. Okay, it's the clothing. Okay.
Rims out from Meiniger. We have another foul. This time.
That's going to be on Delgado. Fight for that rebound. That's his 4th. And he had a conversation with his head coach there, Scott Gillian. And Gillian saying, you need to cool it, man. I need you in the game.
And he will go to the bench momentarily. That's when Greenfield's run started.
Boy, and Norris really started to attack the rim. I mean, they started getting downhill. Everything was going towards the rack. Here we go again.
Going at Kelly. No whistle. Kelly grabs it. 4-on-3.
Yep.
And Kelly draws the foul.
And I thought that was a heck of a job by Kelly defensively there. Arms were straight up in the air. He was giving space up. I like the no whistle, the no call on that exchange.
Urbanovsky. No, excuse me, Cooper Rice checks in for the Titans. Ball inbounded to Meininger. Still a 7-point lead for the Bearcats. Under 6 to go. There's the baseline drive.
Whoops.
Great defense. Garner with the deflection. You have George Schmall, who is checked in for Scottsbluff, trying to hold off Garner. Held a little too much there.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup. That's a real tough matchup there for Scottsbluff. Good on Titans, kind of sniffing that out early. Now the fouls are starting to add up really for both squads. Norris with 4, Scottsbluff with 3 team fouls.
Olin thought about it. Backs down, Berta.
I think he was thinking about that drive the whole way, Brandon. That was a ball fake to get the defender leaning one way, and he fakes left. Oh, man, just lethal with that drive.
12 points for Holland. This battle continues between Greenfield and Kelly.
Just back and forth those two guys go.
Timeout taken. Lead back to 7. Bearcats the ones to call it. Don't go anywhere. 4:59 to go. Pinnacle Bank Arena semifinal Friday. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Big ideas, bold graphics, quality products you're proud to wear. That is Custom Sports. Custom Sports, custom graphics, quality products, and timely service you can count on.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. Bank of the Valley, together we go further. And by Scotty's Ranchland Foods, Highway 20 in Valentine, Nebraska.
All right, we're under 5. 54-47. Brandon Axsmith, Andy Klassen, Eric McKay with you here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. 2 versus 3 matchup in the Class B semifinals. Winner gets Elkhorn North tomorrow night. Titans have been trying to chip away. There's a kick by Schmall.
Schmall doing a heck of a job. The senior guard, 5'10 guard, denying that entry pass.
Olin going right at Berta. Stumbles. But a foul's called.
Boy, I don't know.
Let's see here.
So the official there to the right of your screen that has position underneath there, he didn't call anything on the replay. Maybe a travel? I don't know. Jimmy Motes is in a little bit better mood now with the officials. Kind of chatting it up over there.
Funny how that works. And then we have a foul called against Meininger.
And before on him.
Bonus here for the Titans.
That's a big time whistle right there. That's 4 on Meininger, and the Titans are going to get to the foul line. Clock is stopped. They're going to be able to try and make up some ground here.
Again, Greenfield, a big reason why the Titans are hanging in here in this second half. 12 points all since the break.
It was almost like he could just feel it, that his team needed him offensively. Steps up, answers that bell.
Back to 5.
Boy, and the big question for head coach Scott Gillian of the Bearcats, when do I bring Delgado back into this game?
And Holin called for the foul. Kelly nearly got that to drop.
Okay, now, that was on the shot, but now the Bearcats are in the bonus as well.
Nothing but net for Kelly. That puts him at 23.
Just amazing. It's like you just kind of expect it.
Oliver Carpenter checks in to give Meininger a breather.
Had a bloody nose earlier in the game. Some medical attention. He's back in there.
Garner Jr. going to Kelly. He stepped on the baseline. Or no, it was Small standing on the sideline.
I thought it was the shooter. Rice had his back heels
Rice,
on the
excuse
line.
me, yes. Rice, you're
Oh,
correct.
He was just trying to widen out, you know. How many times have we seen that at the Pinnacle Bank Arena?
Costly turnover for the Titans as we near 4 minutes to go. 56-49 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard.
Oh no!
Stolen away by Holland. Goes for the easy two.
What an impact. What an impact the 6'4" junior has had on this game.
14 points for Holland.
Good double team. Taking away baseline. Meininger was looking to attack. That was cut off.
Kelly gets by the defense. He misses the lay-in. Chance for Norris to cut this to a one-possession affair. Garner Jr.'s there.
Just a fantastic job. He made eye contact with Holland about mid-court. Both knew what they were going to do.
Here we go, Norris fans on their feet here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Scottsbluff will take a timeout. 3-point game, 3 minutes and change to go. The Titans storming back here at the Vault. You're watching State Basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Yes, our general surgeons, including Dr. Ryan Gary in Norfolk, performed more than 1,900 colonoscopies last year, helping to keep our community healthy. A colonoscopy is a simple, safe, quick, painless, and one of the most effective ways to prevent colon cancer. If you're age 45 or have a family history, it's time to schedule. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk office at 402-844-8110. Colonoscopy screenings are one more way the Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Here we go. 56-53. This is our fourth game in a row here on Semifinal Friday where we are separated by one possession in the final moments and minutes.
Let's go 4 for 4. A good look at the Norris fans there wearing red. A lot of Scottsbluff fans also wearing red. Kind of reminds you of just a typical home game at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. A lot of folks in red.
Corner three. Kelly tries to get it. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Rice.
Holland got a body on Kelly for much of that good box out, not allowing him for that offensive board.
Holland gets past Berta. Gets his own miss. Goes back up. 2 shots on the way.
Okay, who's the foul on? Is that going to be Berta?
They give it to Cibola.
Trying to help from the backside.
Cibola's third.
Didn't see it on that replay.
The 8th free throw missed by the Titans.
Yeah, there it is. Comes down with the arm. Yep. Good call from the officials in a tense moment. And it's not like the tension's going to be eased up here.
Kelly blows right by the full court press. Meininger doubled, gets it back out. Scottsbluff resets, nearly stolen.
Cooper Rice really extending his defense out.
Kelly denied by Garner. Here comes Holland for the tie.
Oh no!
He misses the lay-in. Gets the putback. We are knotted up at 56.
Under 2 to go. He's going to slow things down here. He's going to walk it up. Oh my goodness. Both sides to their feet.
Stay tuned for our post-game player interview brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center. It could be anybody at this point. 56-56. 10 on the shot clock. Holland on Kelly. To the corner. Sabala short. Kelly gets the rebound. Up and under, it's in. The Bearcats are up 2.
Look out. Here we go.
Folkerts. 3 pops out. Rebound to Sabala.
Still over a minute. Still over a minute. What doesn't Nate Kelly do? What facet of the game does he not impact? Finds an open corner 3, snags the offensive rebound, and then the putback on a nifty little wraparound underneath the rim through traffic.
Kelly putting the Bearcats on his shoulders, passes it out. Corner 3, this time it's buried by Sabala as the shot clock buzzer sounds. Folkerts is short, grabbed by Greenfield. Small, off the mark, another one by Greenfield. It's long. Holland for 3, it's short. Delgado grabs it. The Bearcats are up 5 with 12.8 to go.
How about Kelly looking up his buddy Sabala? That additional time to pretty much put the game on ice. But that's the play right there, almost the backbreaker.
Sabala has been firing from 3 all night. That was his first. 1 for 6 from beyond the arc, and it was a big one.
And that was another key moment. Delgado checked back into the game. There was no easy, cheap buckets underneath the rim, which, credit Norris, they exploited there midway through that 4th period. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Full timeout taken. 62-56.
Okay, as it stands, Brandon, still a 2-possession game, right? Head coach Jimmy Mote's talking over a lot of different scenarios here.
A lot of different scenarios. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage all 36 games throughout these past 2 weeks. We want to give a shout out to our terrific camera crew. There is Hax and Noah bringing you the shots from the baseline. We also have Hassan on the other baseline. We have an amazing crew that's been bringing you the shots for all 36 games. There's Hassan. Producers, directors in the truck as well. Danny, Paul, Connor, shout out to everyone involved. Mason, we'll give you the whole list at the end of this broadcast, but it has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's our guys.
There's Corbin, there's Mason, bringing you the shots.
Is that camera 1?
Camera 1 and 4 coming your way. We got 12.8 seconds to go. It has been a lot of fun, and we have a little bit more fun left in this tense Class B semifinal.
Bearcats falling back. They want to get back for defense. That was a big free throw.
Folkerts from the logo. Holland off the glass.
King Holman presents timeout.
3.9 seconds to play.
Quick timeout from Norris. Okay, just about 4 seconds left to go. If Scottsbluff can just cleanly inbounds this ball, get it to half court, this one's just about over.
Stay tuned for our post-game show. It's brought to you by Custom Sports. From screen-printed T-shirts to sublimated jerseys, they have what your team needs to look great. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
But we just saw in the previous game how difficult it was down the stretch for Omaha Scott Catholic, Elkhorn North, to inbounds the ball in this type of a situation. This one ain't over.
What a game.
Okay, so Greenfield with the hold. It's going to draw the foul before any time. Rolls off the clock. And of course, it was Nate Kelly trying to break free.
He has just shown his senior leadership throughout this contest, throughout the second half, as he's unable to hit the first.
26 points on the night, looking to make it 27.
And he does. Greenfield, the land. It won't be enough. The final 64-60. The Scottsbluff Bearcats are heading back to the Class B championship for the second year in a row.
Gritty performance for the Bearcats. You know, things didn't always go their way. It wasn't always pretty, but at the end made just enough plays to prevail down the stretch. There's the man right there, Nate Kelly. Time and time again when things got off track, off kilter for the Bearcats, number 5 was there to clean it up.
Titans gave it their best shot, nearly rallied. It was the Bearcats' night. Don't go anywhere. Our post-game show is coming up next. The Bearcats are heading to the Class B state final.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
In the heart of every community, caring comes naturally. At Nebraska Farm Bureau Health Plans, we are your neighbors, your friends, and partners in health. We believe everyone deserves the very best care tailored to your unique needs. Become a valued member of our family, and we'll take care of you and yours. Together, we care. Together, we grow. Together, we thrive. Nebraska Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us.
The Scottsbluff Bearcats are back in the Class B title game. I'm here with Coach Scott Gully. And, Coach, congrats on the win. You told me at halftime this was a battle. It became even more so in the second half. What did it take to win this game?
Guts. I mean, we got guy probably broke his nose. Guy maybe bad sprained wrist. I mean, our bench was super limited. We were in foul trouble the whole time. just a credit to our kids. I mean, the guy that you're about to talk to, that's a big reason. That's what it took. The east side comes up with a huge three. I mean, he hadn't hit one the whole game, and he got some good looks, and big one. I mean, and, we made a run, and then we knew they weren't going to go away. It was going to be a battle the entire time because two really good teams just with really good players are trying to take stuff away from each other. And everything was earned today. Just big credit to our kids.
What's the message? You're going into the fourth quarter. Norris starting to get downhill a little bit, starting to come back. What's the thing you're telling your kids?
Well, I just said, hey, they went on a run. Yeah. We made some mistakes and allowed them to get to where they got. We just got to stick together and keep playing, and we're going to come up with big plays. And, we kind of screwed some things up and then, made it a little closer than that I would have liked. But big plays at big times, big defensive stops when we needed it. And, really unbelievable.
What more can be said about Nate Kelly at this point? Talk about first his game and just what he's meant for this program.
Oh, he's an all-timer at Scottsbluff. 4 state tournaments, now two championship games to get into play-in. Really only one thing left to do, and that's tomorrow. But, just so steady. Coach on the floor, you don't have to, hey, just take control of the game for us. And he does that. He goes and makes plays. He's steady. He's under control. Never gets sped up. He plays a lot of minutes, so there's some mistakes that happen at different times. But it's always next play with him. And obviously he's been awesome for our program.
You said there's one more thing to do. How do you do that thing? You've got Elkhorn North tomorrow. What are you expecting from the Wolves?
They're a really good team, right? They got lots of talent across the board. Got us outsized in a few positions. We got to get rested up and get ready to go, but they got a lot of really good players that we're going to have to defend really, really hard.
Coach, congrats. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
That's Coach Scott Gully, and let's bring in our player of the game, Nate Kelly, getting congratulations from Coach. Nate, congrats. You made a lot of big shots tonight. I want to first talk about a pass. Late in the game, late in the shot clock, a guy who's not hit a shot for you all night. You see him in the corner, he hits the three. Tell me what you saw on that play.
Yeah, the defense collapsed, and I trust Eastside. Eastside's the ball hit it. I trust him, with my whole heart, and he shoots all the time. So I trust him, and I know that even when shots aren't falling, he's gonna get one to go.
You talked about trust. You got guys hurt, guys in foul trouble. Your bench is a little thin. Talk about the trust and the belief this team has in each other to get the job done, even in conditions like this.
Yeah, it was hard. We had to stay aggressive, but not too aggressive that we were fouling out. But yeah, we believe in our technique. Our coaches are really great about that and telling us what to do. So we just all trust each other that we're going to be in the right place at the right time.
We've got Elkhorn North tomorrow. What do you know about them? What are you expecting in the state championship game tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be a grind. They have really good players. We saw them last year, and they're all back. So it's going to be a grind. It's going to take a lot of guts. They're going to go on their runs. We're going to go on our runs. So we just got to weather their runs and maximize ours.
You were here last year. What would it mean to bring Scottsbluff a state championship?
Yeah, it'd feel great. We talk about it almost every day at practice. Last 365 days we've been talking about it. And I trust my teammates, and we're going to go get the job done.
Nate Kelly, congrats. Good job today. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Nate Kelly, if you need him. Did a little bit of everything for Scottsbluff today. What a 3 days of basketball we have had on News Channel Nebraska. Brandon Axum and Andy Klassen going to take us home with top plays next. You're watching state championship basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
The postgame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Check them out at customsportsco.com.
Big ideas, bold graphics, quality products you're proud to wear. That is Custom Sports. Custom Sports, custom graphics, quality products, and timely service you can count on.
NCN Sports is brought to you by William Crowder Company and Crowder Home Center in O'Neill, Nebraska. And by Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Updating your home? Start at Crotter's Home Center in O'Neill, the store with everything under one roof. From brand new KitchenAid appliances to beautiful LVT flooring and fresh paint colors that bring your space to life. Or soften things up with a Sutherland mattress, pillows, sheets, and plush Caraloha bamboo towels. Whether it's one room or the whole house, make it simple, make it stylish, make it happen at Crotter's Home Center in O'Neill, where service is a family tradition.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Welcome back one last time to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Scottsbluff 64, Norris 60. Let's see how it happened by taking a look at our top plays of the game. The final semifinal of the night at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class B, clash between Norris and Scottsbluff East meeting West with a trip to the Class B final on the line. Each of these teams in the past 2 years have been to the final game once. Both finished runners-up, hoping to change that this year. We have an early take by Nate Kelly for the Bearcats in the first quarter, tied 6-6 early. And that is McCoy Folkerts blowing by his defender and getting to the hoop. He had 7 points on the night. We're basically going back and forth with buckets in the first. Nate Kelly knocking that jumper down. Neither team could separate themselves really in the first. Kelly again doing what he does best, foreshadowing. He had a game-high 27 points. After the first quarter, it's Scottsbluff 17 and Norris 14. More Nate Kelly as the Titans are up by 1, this time showing how he can impact the game with his vision. The assist to Caleb Berta, who knocked down 2 threes in the second quarter alone. Norris answering back, saying we also can hit threes. That triple hit by Cooper Rice. Again, we were neck and neck throughout the entire first half. It was 31-28. Scottsbluff at the break. Nate Kelly, the head fake, the triple, knocking it down. His only triple of the night, that came in the third quarter where he had 8 in that period alone. Again, at game-high 27 for the four-year starter. Here is Kelly as Scottsbluff starts to pull away midway through the third, up by 12 as Meiniger gets the basket and the foul. But Norris, too good to go away, cutting the lead back to single digits late in the third. Kelly trying to bring the ball up the court. It would be 49-41, an 8-point game after 3. Norris working it inside to Shane Holland. He led the Titans with 17 points. He had 7 in the fourth quarter alone. The steal here, Holland the lay-in. So after being down double digits in the second, as much as 13 in that half, Norris comes charging back, so much so that we are tied late in the game. 3 on the way. It rims out from Folkerts. 58-56, Scottsbluff leading at this point. This would be the dagger. 0 for 5 coming into that shot. Isai Sabala, though, knocks down his only 3 of the night when it mattered most, puts the Bearcats up enough that the Titans could not recover. Your final score, 64-60. Scottsbluff is returning to the state championship for the second consecutive year.